So in this English lesson, I wanted to teach you the English term class clown. A class clown is a student that is often not doing what they are supposed to be doing in a classroom. A class clown is a student that often tells jokes, sometimes at the expense of the teacher. When you do something at the expense of someone else, it means that, well, you're doing it kind of to make fun of them a little bit. So a class clown is a student in a class who often tells jokes. They're often out of their desks making other students laugh by doing funny things. Clowns are very interesting. I think every classroom has one. When I was a student in high school, I was not the class clown, but I certainly know there were a lot of class clowns in my classes when I was a student. The second phrase I wanted to teach you is the phrase to catch on, and this comes from being in a classroom as well, or when you have something explained to you. If you don't understand something and someone explains it to you, eventually you catch on. Eventually you understand what they are explaining to you. Eventually you understand what they are saying. So if you're listening and someone is explaining something new, eventually you will catch on. If I explain this a number of times, and if I explain it in a number of different ways, I hope that eventually you will catch on. Eventually you will understand what I am talking about. So again, a class clown is just that funny student in a classroom. Some of you were probably class clowns when you were younger. Some of you maybe weren't class clowns, but you certainly knew quite a few class clowns. And when you use the phrase to catch on, it means that you understand something. So if you explain something to me and I'm like, I get it, I've caught on. I would say that I was able to catch on to what you were saying. Let's look at a comment from yesterday. This comment is from Zen J, and Zen J says, "Hi Bob, you said in this video," that would have been yesterday's video, "the last little while and the last little bit. Could you please explain those phrases and how to use them?" And my response was, for sure, I'll use this comment in the next video and explain both of them. Well, thank you, Zen J, for that question. That's a great question. That's a great comment to leave. The phrase "the last little while" simply refers to the last few hours or the last few days. If I say, for the last little while, I've really been enjoying being outside because the weather has been nice. If I say, for the last little bit, the weather has been really nice here in Canada, it can mean just the last day, maybe the last 2 days, maybe the last 3 days. We often also just say, for the last little bit, I've just really liked the cats. They've been really fun. They've been really nice to me during my videos. They haven't meowed a lot. By the way, yesterday that was a bird that was meowing. So when we use the phrase "the last little while" or "the last little bit," it simply means, the last day or two, or the most recent amount of time that has passed. So for the last little while, a lot of my lessons have been about school-related things because I'm back at school. Anyways, thank you, Zen J, again for that comment. That's awesome of you to leave one. By the way, many of you left comments yesterday with recommendations on how to prevent my glasses from fogging up when I was wearing a mask. I think the best recommendation was to simply wear the glasses a little more forward. That worked, actually. There was a recommendation that I just breathe less or stop breathing. I think that was a joke, but I totally get it. That was kind of funny as well. But thank you for all the suggestions. I am going to try the soap as well, and we'll see how that goes. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you with another short English lesson in a couple days.